You already know what's going on. It's me, Royal Just.
Hey, royalties. It's your girl, Royal Joss again here with another episode of Royal Talks. We're here with an iconic guest. Yes. But before I introduce the iconic guest, I just want to say what Royal Talks is. So Royal Talks is a platform to highlight creatives, entrepreneurs, and business owners about what they're doing here in the DMV and their journey to success. But today we have a very, very exciting guest, Danjale.
Yeah.
She is here to talk about who she is, everything she got going on here in the DMV, and just, wow, Danjale, I'm just gonna give it away to you because you're just amazing.
Girl, I'm so excited to finally be here. I know we've been talking about this moment for a very long time. So, and ever since I met you, it's been nothing but support and love.
Yes.
So I just wanna say I'm grateful for that first. But my name is Danjale. I go by the Punchline Princess. I am an artist and a business owner in DC. And yeah, I'm just kind of getting my feet wet with music and performing. I've been doing it for 5 years. I've been recording seriously pretty much since COVID, and it's taken off. Everything has been absolutely phenomenal. I've met so many great people like yourself. And yeah, it's been an exciting journey, a fun journey. I really haven't hit any like curveballs or anything like that. It's been like smooth sailing. So it's definitely encouraging.
Yeah.
You know, that it's going well.
Yeah, and you look beautiful.
Thank you
I just
so
want to say
much.
that,
You
you
too,
know,
girl.
you're just a breath of fresh air. I love your
Thank
energy all the
you.
time. So any social media handles you want to share to the viewers?
Yes, my Instagram is Danjale Official, at Danjale Official. That's pretty much the only thing anybody needs to be following me on. Because the other stuff is kind of personal. And on all streaming platforms, you can find me at Danjale or the Punchline Princess. Either one will come up on everything.
And we're gonna put all those details in the description box below, so you guys will be able to click her page and find her on her social media handles. So we're gonna play an icebreaker game with Danjale. She's gonna guess 5 drinks, mysterious drinks that she doesn't know. She's gonna try them with her eyes closed and then see if she can guess all 5. Yeah. All right, so close your eyes because you can't see. Don't peek.
Okay. Close my eyes.
All right, so the game is, don't open.
Don't.
The game is, we're gonna have the beverages, right? I picked out the beverages.
Okay.
And some are juices, some maybe something else.
Okay.
But you have to guess essentially what they are.
Okay.
And if you guess them correctly, you get a prize.
Okay. How many are there?
There's 5.
There are 5.
I'm gonna give you a straw in there.
Okay, I get to taste it, okay?
Yes.
I'm just feeling the bottle.
No. Well, I mean, that actually is a good question to try the bottle.
Should I guess, feel the bottle and guess first?
You know what?
And
No.
if I don't get it out.
No. You can't feel the bottle. Can you open this for me?
Oh, Lord, don't.
My nails.
Okay.
Cheers.
I feel like it's so hard to force myself to keep my eyes closed. Like, it shouldn't be this hard, but it's hard.
I know, it's because you want to know.
Okay, there's something fizzy in there.
Maybe. I don't know. No.
I don't know.
It smells
like Red Bull or something.
All right, so.
Don't like it.
I'm just putting the straws in each.
I feel like I smell Red Bull.
I don't know, girl.
I know Red Bull.
Something. I hope you
I
thirsty.
don't know it if I taste it because I know Red Bull.
2. All right, sorry. 2 more.
I'm so intrigued.
Nah, it's gonna be fun.
I hope I get it right.
I hope you, like I said, I hope you thirsty because you want to take one of these home.
I feel like I'm a thirsty ass bitch.
Oh yeah, that was 5. All right, sorry. Okay. And I'm just gonna flip the logos because we are not sponsored by none of these people. And I don't
pay
wanna
her.
get, but please,
Pay her for
eventually in the future.
Definitely could get a collab going.
All right. So, you ready for the first drink?
Yes.
I'm gonna bring it to you.
Okay, you're 19.
All right. Oh, want to taste again?
What the fuck is that? Let me see.
Taste again. I don't know. All right.
Okay. I feel like it tastes like some type of like Tropicana drink.
Okay.
Or something like that. Like one of them little fruit medley.
What type of fruit do you taste?
Like,
You want to try it again?
like a tropical something. Yeah, let me try more. Oh shit.
My bad. You did good.
Mango? I don't know, but such an artificial flavor. Like it's not like a. I feel like it's like some type of tropical something. Like not just one tropical fruit though.
All right. You didn't get that right. So I'm going to just put it to the side. Okay. And then we're going to switch it up a bit.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's ginger ale.
Okay. Ding.
Okay, but
got that.
It's not Canada Dry, is it?
Yes, it is.
It's Canada.
Mm-hmm. You're right. So got one. All right. Girl, if you don't get this one.
Coke.
Yep. All right. You got two right.
Okay. What the fuck is that? Let me say something again. What is that?
What do you taste? What do you taste?
At first, it just tastes like water. but then it, I don't, it's so familiar.
Let's try one more time. All right. So
it tastes like, kind of tastes like an Arizona.
No. All right. So this one, girl, where'd you grow up? Because
okay, I grew up in Chicago, but I also grew up in the DMV.
Okay, so if you don't get this drink right, because this is like staple drink.
Okay, for like what?
In the DMV. So
a staple drink in the DMV.
Yes.
Okay.
So, ready?
Girl, what the fuck is that? Half and half? Ice tea? Sweet tea?
Try it again.
What the fuck is that?
You're close. You're close with the iced tea part.
Arizona?
Yep.
Okay. The last one, whatever was Arizona, I said was Arizona before, was definitely not Arizona.
All right, so you can open your eyes. So you got these three right and those two wrong.
Okay. This was the one that I was like, this tastes tropical. Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yeah, so you got these two wrong. You're not a fan of Snapple.
No.
Definitely not.
I would not go in the store and choose Snapple. But okay, that's why that tastes like that, because it's zero sugar.
I know. They didn't have regular.
Dry because it's zero sugar. Okay,
they didn't have the regular.
Okay, got it. Okay,
7-Eleven was kind of trapped out.
That's why it tasted like that too. There was green tea. It wasn't iced tea. Okay, I like that game.
So which drink do you want?
Honestly, I think I want the Snapple. I like the tropical vibe, but I don't know, it's not tropical at all.
Y'all want some drinks?
Let me taste it again now that I know what it is.
But you were hands-on the artificial part, because I feel like Snapple
but it says like naturally flavored. Girl, that one says naturally flavored. This one says from concentrated with other natural.
Yeah. So
yeah, because I'm like, it don't really taste quite like what it says it is.
It doesn't. But this one you couldn't get at all. Like I was trying to.
That was?
You said Arizona on this one, but I was like, give me like a fruit. Do you taste a fruit or something?
Like water at first. Sorry, Snapple.
All right, so we're gonna transition back. All right, so we're gonna get into the personality questions with you, Danjale. So I just want to know, how would you describe like who you are, your style, your image, what you show to the people?
I think the best way to describe it is just a diehard Scorpio. Like, I'm a Scorpio through and through. Whatever the definition of Scorpio is, how people think Scorpios are, I am exactly that way. I am very, I won't say controlling, but I have a vision, and I like to be dedicated to executing that vision, so I can be pretty stern. I can be pretty bossy. And then as far as my style goes, I feel like that changes day to day. I love denim, so I'm always going to incorporate some denim in my outfits. But yeah, it changes day to day. I like to be chill and relaxed. I like to have my belly out. If I could wear no clothes all the time, I totally would. I believe clothes were created by a man, honestly, because no woman wants to have clothes on, honestly.
And it's hot outside.
You know, it's hot. But yeah, I think my style just kind of fluctuates based on how I'm feeling. But definitely, my personality is Scorpio all the way.
Awesome. I'm a Gemini, by the way.
Yes,
but
Scorpio.
You know, we go together. We go together.
You know, my man is a Gemini. Yeah, it's cool. We
locked in. So, what is your kind of favorite pieces to wear? I know you said denim earlier.
Yes, boots. I'm a boot girl, so that's what I want to do when I get some money. I'm gonna make a boot line. I'm gonna be I'm gonna make a boot line, and always a chunky boot. I love a good chunky boot.
They're super comfortable.
Yes, and I'm getting into purses now too. So I have like 4 or 5 denim purses.
Is this something like from your, because I know.
Yeah, this is a TJ Maxx. I love TJ Maxx. I'm a TJ Maxx girl. This is an Aldo bag from TJ Maxx.
Oh, that's cute.
Denim, obviously, because I told you I'm a denim girl.
Yes.
But yes, boots and purses and sunglasses. I like sunglasses. And some Daisy Dukes. Yeah.
Okay. And I know you said earlier you have your own business. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, I own a daycare center. We are in the process of moving. So we were on Bunker Hill Road, so we're moving to Rhode Island Avenue. Okay. And that has been a process, definitely hitting some hiccups as a business owner, but nothing that I don't see myself, working through. Just some things that I have never seen before, and as far as the government goes and zoning and properties and owning things like that. But it's been good. I think that the job, you really have to have a passion for it. And so when I became a teacher, that wasn't my goal. That wasn't like, I never foresaw myself being a teacher. I had a friend who asked me to come on and help him with the business.
Okay.
And, I had already had a background with kids because I used to coach baseball. So, so the business is we're getting ready to reopen in early July, hopefully late June, but early July at the latest. Okay. And so, yeah, that's good. It's been going. It's been going. I've owned it since last year, but I've been working with that company for 5 years. So, okay. Yeah.
And shout out to all the teachers, because
shout out to the teachers. Pay us more.
Daycare providers, all of you guys. You guys are very important.
It's a job.
Yeah. So, any favorite food spots in the DMV, or any spots in general that are kind of like your go-to, where you find peace, where you recharge? Like, what's your favorite spots here in the DMV?
I feel like I have a different spot for each mood. Like, I love Fogo because they have all-day happy hour. I shout Fogo out on my interviews because people always ask me that. But Fogo has all-day happy hour every day of the week. So
what?
Yes.
I didn't
open
know
to closed happy hour. Yeah. And like lamb chops, short ribs, all that stuff's on there.
All the meat.
And I love Caribbean
Sorry
food.
to people who don't eat red meat.
If you don't eat red meat, I just don't.
Sorry.
I don't know what to tell you. But I love Caribbean food. So when I do go, because normally I will cook it, I would rather cook it. But if I do go buy it, Jam Dung is not far from here. It's on North Capitol. Okay. And the Jerk Pit is in Laurel. Yeah. I like that place. That's pretty much it. I'm a cook. I like to cook. So I'm going to have a home cooked meal. But anywhere I can get oysters on happy hour, I'm there. Yes. So I don't have any like fancy gyms that I'm like super. I'm really excited to go to Chunky and Bob's. Okay. Because I've heard a lot about their cheesesteaks, and I'm not a sandwich person, but I just heard that it was phenomenal. I had to go. So
is that here in DC or somewhere?
They're moving it to Landover. Okay. So I don't remember where it was before. It was in one of those little markets, where they have all the food, and so I guess they got so busy that they had to. Oh, shout out to Texas 250 first of all.
Oh yeah. Yes, that place is
that.
Texas 250. I gotta make my way there,
baby. Definitely, you're gonna spend some money. It's not cheap at all, but it's so worth it. You can just tell that the meat is quality, and literally every time I eat it, I post them on my Instagram and they repost me. Like it's the relationship.
And they started out like that too. They were in Union Market, and then they kind of blew up.
Yes.
So now they have their own store.
The
That's
best.
kinda
I
cool.
mean, and I had some barbecue meats when I was in Texas. They ain't got nothing on Texas.
Really?
Texas
Wow.
is probably the best barbecue meat I've ever had.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we getting into who are your favorite local artists?
My favorite local artists, well, all of my friends do music, so they're all my favorites. And obviously I'm my favorite. But beyond them, I really like Wale. I've been listening to Wale forever. Fat Trail is definitely one of my favorites. Rico Nasty, her early days, that's when I started to like, you know, I was like, oh, okay, I can do this. I can be a rapper. I can.
Yeah.
So Rico Nasty's fire. That's pretty much it. I listened to some Nino Paid.
Okay.
He got a song called Kryptonite that I just,
Oh yes.
I can't stop playing.
That's my kryptonite.
I cannot stop playing that song.
That
Oh my
song is,
goodness.
yeah, it's real,
Yeah, it's
real
great.
good.
It's
Y'all need to listen to
fantastic.
it. Nino Page, shout out. Y'all better bring him on here.
Come, y'all must come to Royal Talks. First of all, everybody that was mentioned is a DMV artist, and they need to be on Royal Talks. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I listen to myself a lot. I don't listen to a lot of local artists, and what the music that I do choose to listen to, it is calming music for me, and I don't think that's the energy that I get from a lot of local artists.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't put me in my zen too much.
So we're moving into more career-based questions now. So what you're doing currently, and who inspired you? So what inspired you to start this musical journey and just everything you're doing in the music
That's
realm?
actually so crazy.
Like, girl, you are dancing. You got background dancers.
Yes.
You know, rocking the mic solo.
I'm
You're
telling you, it's
performing and
crazy.
featuring with 10 artists at one
Yes,
stage.
yes.
Like that. Yeah. How does that
insane.
even happen?
Pre-COVID, this wasn't even a thought. Like pre-COVID, I've always written. I used to do slam poetry, and I used to sing in the church choir on and off. But I never before COVID was like, I'm gonna be a rapper. I'm gonna be a performer. That wasn't. I listen to music. I like to rap. I always memorize lyrics to the songs I like.
Right.
But I don't know what inspired me. I think it was just COVID. Like I just had some downtime to sit and think about how can I let my creativity be, because I am good at this. I can write. And my mom is a writer. She did music. I have a musical family. Everybody either plays instruments or acts or, so
Shout out to mom. By
the
the
background
way.
is there. But yeah, my mom definitely, she helped create the versatility that is my music, because she opened me up to a lot of different types of music from an early age. So I got a lot of the good stuff. I was lucky to get a lot of the good oldies but goodies.
Yes.
And so that was what kind of sparked it. But definitely COVID, I just had some downtime. And honestly, when I go back and listen to my music, I always say, I don't think it was good. Like, but you got to start somewhere, but I wouldn't go back and play those songs. Like y'all will probably never hear half of the songs that I wrote when I started. No, they were not good.
Just post it on SoundCloud.
Maybe I'll post it on stuff, but I don't want it to even be anywhere permanently, honestly. But yeah, COVID just allowed me to sit down and have some time to flesh out my thoughts and put it on paper and get a beat. And then my team and everybody around me and all of my friends kind of developed it. They were always supportive. Even when the music wasn't good, they were in the studio with me. They would come into the shows and it's been great. It's been everybody inspires me. Everybody around me that supports me inspires me, honestly. Like you guys are great people. So I mean, that's the journey.
Yeah.
That's why I said it's such an easy journey for me, because I have great people around me.
Yes. I love it. I love the great support, great energy.
Absolutely.
Just people bringing each other up.
Yes.
That's what we are here
That's
for.
what the artistry is.
Yes.
It shouldn't be so crabs in a bucket. Everybody can win if we all just work together.
And no gatekeepers. Yes. All right. So the real question is, are you signed to any record label? Any prospects? Like, what's been going on with that?
I am not signed to any labels. I don't have any prospects for any labels to sign me. I'm just kind of out here free balling, I've been doing everything, every show that I've gotten, every stage that I've touched, every podcast that I've like, that's been on my own. Like, and I think that's why I don't really have a strong desire to sign to a label right now, because I'm learning the process, one.
Okay.
I'm learning the business. Okay. And I can do it myself. So I think for as long as the universe needs me to do it by myself, I'm going to do it. And when the right opportunity comes, then I will definitely be gung-ho and aligned with that. But yeah, this is part of the process. This is part of the journey. And if I don't learn it and I just sign and have somebody else do everything for me, then I don't ever have the chance to learn it. I don't ever have the chance to experience it. And if I want to grow, if I want to go start my own label, then I have to know how to do this stuff at the beginning, because otherwise people aren't going to want to teach me that. You know, they're going to want to keep me and make me making money for them when I should be making money for myself. So that's my goal right now. But I know the opportunities will align themselves. So
hey,
I'm just waiting.
Is there also, I know you said the little, like, maybe whatever they were offering wasn't very like attractive for you to sign. Is there anything else that kind of was like, okay, I also don't like this, you know, when it comes to negotiating with like record labels?
Yeah, I think for me, negotiating is just hard. I am not like, I literally dropped a project called No, because I literally say no to everything. So that is another thing that I have to, you know, work on with myself, is when I go to a label, I am going to be at the whim of somebody else. So that's a hard thing too. That's another thing that is like, I really do have to have a lot of control in whatever is going on. And so I know a bigger label more than likely is not going to want to allow me that control if they don't see that I can do it by myself first.
Got it.
But if I can't have the type of control that I want, then I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
And also just seeing what other artists the label aligns themselves with is a big thing for me, because I don't want to be a part of a label with other artists who I don't like them or I don't like their energy or what they talk about. Okay. Because this, like, music for me isn't a financial transaction. You know what I'm saying? This is my passion. So if I'm going to do it, then I want everybody that's around me and in my space and a part of my creative process to also be on the same wavelength as my energy and my spirit. So
absolutely.
I guess those would be the other two things. Yeah.
Okay. And that's really good to share, because I want to say, even as a Black woman, you know, I think we've heard from many, you know, female artists who I don't know, it's just a lot of like red tape or like a lot of holdback from their career, because, you know, these things happen. So I think it's important that you're shining that, you know, to viewers and just people that are, you know, inspired by you to know that this is kind of the road that happens sometimes.
And I also tell people, like, if you're gonna do music because you want money, then go sign. If that's the case, if that's why you're doing it, then go sign. I don't do music because I want money. I do music because I'm good at it and it's my passion. And my favorite part of doing music is performing. So that part right there alone, like, I don't need a label for me to go perform. I know that because I've been performing. Like, I don't need them to sign me for me to do that. So that's the biggest thing, is once it becomes a transaction, you're kind of watering down and that's why the music industry is where it is now. And that's why we're at where we are with music, because it's everything is so quick. The love of music isn't there. Like, I've had people tell me your song is too long, but it's like, it's a song. You can listen to however long of, you know, 2 minutes of the song, 3 minutes of the song. But when Lauryn Hill dropped The Miseducation, all the first 5 or 6 songs are like 5 minutes long. Like, there's no, you can't put a time limit on art. You know, there are people with 10-minute songs, 15-minute songs. You know, so I think that's a big thing too, is just, you know, putting your own into it and not allowing people to guide you somewhere that you know you're not supposed to be.
Yeah. Good point. All right. So next question is, how will you bring your influence to impact the DMV? Because there's been a lot of talk about artists that, like you said, sign and they relocate. Like, that's been a hot topic recently. I've heard a lot about, oh, this is why all the DMV, you know, culture or like influences are leaving. You know, how do you feel about that? Like, is there any position?
It's so true. It's the truest thing, because one, it's no shade to DC or the DMV area, but it's never been the most supportive place for upcoming artists. There's a popularity contest that happens here, and if you don't have popularity, then people are not going to listen to you. People are not going to support you, and so that becomes a lot of the reason why when people get on, they move, because they know if they stay here, like Wale, people still to this day be like, oh, he's not even from DC. Oh, he like people literally say that, and it's like, why does that even matter if this is a talented person from your area that shouts out your area? He don't just be like, oh, I'm from Gaithersburg. No, he says I'm from DC or the DMV or whatever. So I think that is a huge problem, and it's going to keep happening. When I blow, I'm going to leave too, because at the end of the day, now I will say for me personally, the community that I fostered is definitely more supportive than I've seen even popular like celebrities have. So that is a big thing. But even when I came into the music industry, I wasn't embraced. When I came into the DMV music scene, people didn't embrace me. They were like, you're not from here, because I always say I grew up in Chicago. I'm from Chicago. They're like, you're not from here, not knowing that I went to elementary school and here, and I went to Montgomery County schools and Charles County schools and DCPS. Like, you don't know that, so you just outcast me. And so that is a lot of it. It's, like I said, crabs in a bucket. It's if this DC pride thing, that if you're not from here, then you're not going to be supported in a way. And even if you are from here, the support always just comes with if you're popular,
conditional,
you know. So I don't like that, and I do feel like that's a lot of the reason why people leave, and I respect that. I respect people being able to say, this is not a space where I can grow, and I have to go find somewhere where I can grow, and people will continue to grow with me and not keep me in this box. So yeah, if you gotta go, you gotta go, girl.
I do want to highlight some positive, influences that have kind of either stayed here in the DMV and kind of like planted either like a idea or a project like that stays here, like Alex Vaughn, Dama Wells. I know Dama Wells is based in LA, like she's in LA, but she travels like back and forth consistently. She still works with like DC United here in the DC area. Nuche, who has the porch,
front porch,
the front porch idea. Would that be something that you see yourself planting like here in the DMV before you were to leave? Because I know you still have a very strong community of different creatives.
Yeah, and it's not to say like I'm just gonna up and leave, but it's just to say that this environment doesn't resonate with my spirit. That was more what I was saying.
Okay.
But yes, I actually was just talking to my boyfriend the other day, telling him that I want to start an artist development program for teenagers, a nonprofit. Okay. So that way, I can help them with writing workshops. I can get them to the studio. I can get them on some shows and performing, because I think that's a lot of where the passion comes from for kids, is like being able to do it. It's one thing to see your favorite artist doing it, but it's another thing to be able to get up on that stage and write your own music. I went to the school out in Charles County, and we just did like a kind of like an open mic thing, and they loved it. They were so interested. So yes, I want, because I have a background with kids. Yeah, I want to encourage young people to go after what they want and be creative, and not let what they see is going on in the industry deter them from what they could do and their potential, and realize that the biggest goal shouldn't be I want to have the most money. It should be, am I enjoying myself as an artist? Is my sanity okay? Am I healthy? So I am gonna, I don't want to spoil it too much, but I do want to start a nonprofit. I do want to focus on mental health and artist development, workshopping, writing workshops, expanding his vocabulary. Like, all of that stuff matters, and that's the stuff people don't pay attention to. That's why the music sounds the way it sounds, and everything feels the same, because nobody has a vocabulary. It's a million ways to say the same thing. So I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Between the school and then me being an artist, I'm working on it. I want to get it started now. That way it can also be a part of my growing process. So that is my goal, yes.
Yeah, and I think like that will help definitely with just development, because mental health is
important,
crucial, crucial in the music industry. And I mean, when you hear songs like for example, like Nino Pay's Joey Story song, like that's heavy. Deep and heavy. I mean, it cranks, but it's like you listen to it and you're like, wait a minute. Like, those are the things that, I don't know, like maybe your organization can implement something like that to kind of, I don't know, foster that in a different way. Because I mean, it's good to share those stories in your music, but like that's heavy to share. And it's like, what else is going on?
It is heavy.
Behind that.
Yeah, and I think that's important too, for artists to connect with their audience in a way that's not just music, because a lot of messages can be misconstrued in music. And so without the artist coming behind, that's why I love platforms like Rap Genius. And I think that's the one thing, like, I don't know any other platforms that are like Rap Genius, that like people go into their, talk about what their lyrics are about. I think that's so important for artists to say, why did I write this? Why did I say this in this way? What does this specific line mean, or this reference mean? And that way it not only do people maybe want to rap like you, but they're also revealing their feelings through their music instead of just repeating after what you're saying, because that might not necessarily be what they went through. They might just not be able to know how to articulate that. So yeah, I think Joey's story is very heavy. It's very heavy. And I think it's really important for people to understand the message, and then understand that it's not, Joey's story is not to be popular. You know, it's a story about mental health. He's struggling with something. And so I think that's important too for people to realize.
How do you manage your own like mental health with all this? You know, it's a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. Like, how do you manage that for yourself?
Not in a healthy way, but I'm working on myself, you know. The universe is working on me, but I guess I just become a hermit. Like, I isolate myself when I'm going through stuff. I don't like to talk. I just like to be in my solitude and figure it out, because I feel like I love a lot of people and a lot of people love me. And so it's hard to focus on yourself when you experience that, because everybody's going through something. And so those things can weigh so heavy on you that you kind of take off your own, you know, stuff to put that on you. And so I just go into my solitude, because I got to think, like I can't be crowded. My thoughts can't be crowded by what everybody else has going on. So I have to hermit myself. And it does create problems in relationships for sure. But I mean, I feel like that's the best way for me right now. So that's what I do. I like to smoke. I love some good marijuana. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And music, you know, music, writing and dancing and stuff like that is always good. Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to move into like more future-based questions about your career. So where do you aspire to be in 5 years with your musical journey?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I feel like the way the last 5 years went, I could be anywhere, you know. I could be like performing on crazy stages, and that's the biggest goal for me, is to be. I told you that my favorite part of being an artist is performing, so I want to be performing on the biggest stages. I definitely want to be an educator about music and doing music advocacy and mental health advocacy through music. But I don't know. I just want to be performing. Like, that's my biggest goal, is to just stay in shape, be healthy, and just perform my butt off and keep evolving through my music. I think I have a lot to share. There's a lot of versatility in it. And just spreading the message as much as I can.
And let's talk about this new music coming out too. Because, you know, you've been kind of promoting it.
Yes,
demoing
I have. So the project is Of Kings and Queens, and it's a project me and my mom have put together that I originally asked her to narrate. And we ended up just doing a bunch of songs together as well.
Okay.
We were supposed to drop it on Juneteenth, but we are postponing it because we're doing a couple of other things with it. We're going to split it into two, because it is going to be a long project. Okay. So we're going to have a part 1 and a part 2. But first we want to drop the song Rather Be. And we want to give that a lot of attention, because the song talks about so much. It talks about our relationship with Black men. Okay. It also talks about racial injustice, you know, and it's heavy, but it also are things that need to be said and things that need to be heard. So we want to make sure that all of the songs are so good. We want to make sure that every song gets the respect that it deserves. And so by just dropping the project, I think a lot of it's going to fall on deaf ears. But if we keep nailing this Rather Be in, nail it in, then they'll be like, okay, this is good. Now we got something to listen to. I don't want it to be like the other projects where it's only my supporters listening, the people who know me listening. I really want to make sure that this one spreads, because the messages in this project are just so beautiful, deep, heavy. And not a lot of people are saying it. So we're kind of just in this phase where we're like, we don't want to miss the window of opportunity because there's so much going on right now, and a lot of our music tackles what's going on.
Okay.
So we don't want to miss the window of opportunity, but we do want to highlight Rather Be specific because it's such a beautiful song and it's one of our favorite songs on the project. So that will be dropping on Juneteenth. Leading up to that, we'll be promoting, doing some videos, going to some different platforms.
Right.
So if you're a local platform watching this,
Yes,
let me know because I'm coming. And yeah, so that's the goal. And then after that, we'll work on the project, get that all together. Cowboy Cash,
Yes.
Cash Confo. He is producing a lot, of this project.
Okay.
Making the beats from scratch.
Oh, wow.
And so that's really fun too because when I first met him, I think he was photographing one of Uche's shows.
Okay.
And then we did some songs together, and then I asked him to make some beats for me. So he's such a awesome and creative person.
Yeah.
So that's where we're headed with this project. So he's in the process of making a new beat for Rather Be because the original one I had got on BeatStars, and I just don't want to run into any problems with syncing or anything like that. So I got to be very careful. So I'm having him make a beat from scratch for that.
Okay.
And then as soon as I get that, we'll be promoting that.
I'm so excited. We can't wait to hear it.
I know.
You know,
I'm so
definitely
excited too.
just gonna.
And a lot of people got the sneak peek at DC9.
Yeah.
I did perform it. I performed it a couple of times.
Also, so last question. Any tips or advice? It's kind of like a drop the mic moment that you want to share with the viewers before we close.
Yeah, I feel like I've been dropping tips this whole time.
You have.
I feel like the biggest tips I always tell people, the most important thing that resonates with me is that if music is your passion, then do music because it's your passion and not for the money, because you'll end up in a lot of bad situations running to chase music for money. And then another tip is always be student, always be learning, always be trying new things. Art is about creativity, art is about exploring. And I think a lot of sounds can become redundant because people are just copying after what somebody else did and not being original. So originality is so important. Brush up on your vocabulary, go read that damn dictionary, the thesaurus. While you're writing, like use a synonym dictionary or something, you know, because
And there's apps.
that's what
also.
counts. And that I literally do it. Like I'll literally be writing,
Girl,
and be like,
too.
give me synonyms for rhyming words for it. Like I do, because that's the only way for it to not sound the same every time I say something, and nothing I do sounds the same. So, so yeah, those are my two biggest tips: is to be a student of art and
I like that.
to do music for passion and not for money. Yeah.
But yeah, well, you guys heard it here. Follow your passion, not just the money, and be studious, learn, download that dictionary app on your phone. Well, thank you, Danjale.
Yes,
thank you for coming onto the platform. Thank you so much. You're just amazing. I can't wait to see where we're going to be, you know, 6 months, a year from here.
You know we're going up.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And so we have it here, guys. Danjale signing out. Royal Talks. Thank you for tuning in.
Punchline Princess.
Yes. Like and subscribe to this video. Share with everyone you know.
Absolutely.
Peace, love, and prosperity, y'all.
You already know what's going on. It's me, Royal Just.
Don to me, for real, the person who is a go-getter, person that's respectable, commendable, honorable, hardworking. And I feel like the main thing is the character of that person. You understand? How they carry themselves. It's just a different aura that you bring. You know what I'm saying? Like you step in a room, you don't gotta say too much. Your energy is want to be felt. You know what I'm saying? People feel your energy.